So, man, hey, y'all, I'm finna start a GoFundMe, man, because I know a lot of you rap niggas fucked up out here, man. Can't do no shows. Ain't save no money. So, guess what? I'm gonna come save today. I'm gonna come pay you niggas rent if y'all got somewhere to stay. I'll pay your car note. I'll pay your jury note so you won't get repoed. You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay that shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10% of what you make, nigga. I'm saving you in a crucial time, so don't think I'm trying to get over on you. Cause you don't want to get put out. That'll ruin your career.
This is 50-year-old Anthony Big Juke Mims, a powerful Memphis music executive and co-founder of Collective Music Group, who was gunned down after the rumors circulating that he paid thousands of dollars to kill his opposition. On January 13, 2024, Big Juke was at Preve Restaurant and Event Center on the 6300 block of Winchester Road in Hickory Hill, Memphis, honoring the life of a loved one. It was supposed to be a moment of mourning, but as he stepped into the parking lot to leave, a white Ford Explorer SUV with dark-tinted windows pulled up and gunfire erupted. Before police arrived, the SUV was gone.
Ford Explorer SUV in connection with the shooting. It has dark tinted windows and black wheels. A witness told police they saw suspects in the SUV speeding away, and surveillance video also shows this.
He finna die? Yeah, I sure see him over there laying down over there. Huh? Big Juke dead. Yeah, for real? Big Juke. Whoa. Yeah, I see him over there.
Big Juke was rushed to the hospital, but he did not survive. And what makes this killing even more disturbing is the narrative that surrounded his name leading up to Big Juke's death. Not long before his death, another young rapper had been killed in a separate shooting, and rumors claimed that Big Juke had offered a large bounty to end that rival rapper. But to understand how the killings and the talk of revenge became connected, and to understand how a behind-the-scenes rap mogul became the center of one of Memphis's most controversial narratives, we have to go back to the beginning. This is the life and death of Anthony Big Juke Mims. Anthony Big Juke Mims was born on September 5, 1973, and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, a city known as much for its music as for its complicated street history. Memphis shaped him early. It was a place where talent could take you far, but reputation could follow you even farther. Growing up in that environment meant understanding both the music industry and the realities of the streets. And long before his name would be tied to headlines, Big Juke was simply a young man navigating a city where legacy and loyalty meant everything. But even in those early years, the foundation was being laid for something much bigger. As Memphis evolved through the 1980s and 1990s, so did the culture around it. The city was a hub for hustling, independent ambition, and raw musical creativity. Anthony grew up alongside his younger brother, Mario Mims, better known to the world as Yo Gotti. While Yo Gotti would eventually take center stage as the rapper, Big Juke would carve out a different role behind the scenes. He wasn't the voice on the microphone, he was the strategist, the organizer, the one who understood how to move pieces without always being seen. And that quiet influence would later become central to one of the most powerful music movements to come out of Memphis. That movement was Collective Music Group, better known as CMG. Founded by Yo Gotti and heavily backed by Big Juke, CMG began as a local label with big ambition. In its early days, it operated independently, grinding from mixtapes to regional recognition. But over time, CMG expanded into something much larger. Big Juke played a key role in structuring the business side of the label. He helped build relationships, manage operations, and strengthen the internal structure of the company. While Yo Gotti became the face of the brand, Big Juke became one of its pillars. And as CMG grew, so did their influence in Memphis and beyond. What started as a local rap label eventually turned into a nationally recognized powerhouse. CMG signed artists like Moneybagg Yo, Glorilla, ESTG, Black Youngsta, and others who would go on to achieve commercial success. The labels secured distribution deals and partnerships that elevated it from street mixtapes to mainstream recognition. Billboard placements, major tours, platinum records, CMG became one of the most successful Southern rap collectives of its era. And behind much of that growth was Big Juke's presence. He wasn't always on camera, but he was always working on the structure of the operation. However, with success comes visibility, and with visibility often comes tension. At the same time CMG was rising, another Memphis force was building his own empire. A Dolph Thornton Jr., known professionally as Young Dolph, was making his name through independence. Unlike many artists who sought label deals, Dolph leaned into ownership. He founded Paper Route Empire, often called PRE, and built a brand centered around independence and self-made success. His grind mirrored CMG's in some ways, but his philosophy was different. Dolph valued autonomy above all, and in a city as competitive as Memphis, two rising empires rarely expand without colliding with each other.
Around 2014, Yo Gotti reportedly extended a deal offer to Young Dolph. It was a business proposal that could have unified two powerful Memphis forces under one banner, but Dolph declined. He chose to remain independent, continuing to build Paper Route Empire on his own terms. At first, it was simply a business decision. Artists decline deals every day. But in Memphis, decisions like that are the beginning of a long-standing issue. And while no open war was declared, tension began to form beneath the surface. Over the next few years, subliminal messages began to surface in music. Diss records appeared, lyrics that seemed to be sending messages, though rarely direct enough to confirm intent. Social media posts hinted at rivalry without fully naming names. Yo Gotti did not make any response, but Big Juke went to Facebook Live to make statements that are seemingly directed towards Young Dolph, though he did not explicitly drop his name.
Hey y'all, I'm finna start a GoFundMe, man, cause I know a lot of you rap niggas fucked up out here, man. Can't do no shows, ain't save no money. So guess what? I'm gonna come say today. I'm gonna come pay you niggas rent if y'all got somewhere to stay. I'll pay your car note. I'll pay your jewelry note so you won't get repoed. You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay this shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10% of what you make, nigga. I'm saving you in a crucial time, so don't think I'm trying to get over on you. Cause you don't want to get put out. That'll ruin your career. So just hit my DM, man. We ain't gonna put niggas' business out there. We ain't that tight. You feel me? We can put it in contract. This will never be talked about. You feel me? I'll be so far out the way that won't nobody even know the deal we made. You feel me? So I got up to, I think me and bro gonna put together, up to about an M. So whoever trying to save their career, man, need to shoot some videos while the label budgets is cut off. Labels, they cut out right now. No budgets, no money. We still open. CMG still open. Budgets never closed. You feel me? But y'all can pawn some of that jewelry. If it's real, y'all can come and pawn it. You ain't gotta go to the pawn shop. Come to me. Hey, this real shit. Don't go to Cash Advance. Come to CMG Advance. We got some money for you niggas, man. Right now. You feel me? We got money. Right now, man. pull up, gonna make this shit happen, man. Cause I think this gonna hurt a lot of rappers, man, after this, man. These niggas can't go these niggas can't go without making money, man. They don't stack it, man. They wasted all on the drip. See all that drip I ain't buy? See that? Who worried? We not worried. You feel me? All that shit y'all used to, you feel me? You know all that shit how y'all used to fuck the money up. You feel me? Remember when y'all used to fuck the money up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this the time. I didn't fuck it up. What y'all want to do, man? You hear me?
It wasn't long until it became public when other artists made their own statements and fans began connecting dots. In hip-hop culture, especially in tightly connected cities, competitive pride can quickly turn personal. And as the music grew louder, so did the rumors involving them. By 2017, that tension became violent. In February of that year, Young Dolph's SUV was shot at in Charlotte, North Carolina. Nearly 100 bullets were reportedly fired into the vehicle. Thankfully, Young Dolph was not inside at the time, and so he survived. But it didn't end there. Months later, in September 2017, Dolph was shot multiple times in Los Angeles outside the Loews Hollywood Hotel. He underwent surgery, but survived again. Law enforcement explored various angles, including possible rap rivalry connections, but no direct conviction tied CMG leadership to those incidents. Still, it is impossible for the people to ignore its coincidence with Dolph's opposition with CMG. Fans began talking about it online. People started making accusations. Some names were mentioned even though no one had been officially charged. In rap culture, rumors can spread quickly, sometimes faster than the facts. And even when investigations are still ongoing, stories can grow on their own and start to feel real to the public. As CMG continued to grow, they consistently released new music, sent their artists on national tours, and secured larger business partnerships that expanded their reach beyond Memphis. However, even as the label's success became more visible and commercially powerful, the ongoing talk of rivalry never fully disappeared, and the tension surrounding it quietly continued to build in the background.
In Chicago, but Memphis raised me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, really, I might have well been born in Memphis, though. Like, my grandma came and got me, man, took me back to Memphis when I was 2-3 years old. Been in Memphis ever since. I was back to Chicago for the summer, and it's like certain little different stuff to go kick and holler at my family, but like on Memphis. Memphis made me, Memphis paid me, Memphis, everything I ever did, bro. Like, the streets of Memphis is what made me what I am.
It's like, why is this album named King of Memphis?
Cause really it's simple, you know what I mean? Like, I've been taking care of my whole family since I was underage. Dolph a millionaire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Dolph got everything, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on.
Then came November 17, 2021. On that day, Young Dolph was shot and killed in Memphis while visiting a local cookie shop. The news spread quickly throughout the city and across the music industry. 3 men were later named in connection to the shooting: Cornelius Smith, Justin Johnson, and Hernandez Govan, who was charged and accused of helping organize the attack. While the legal case moved forward, conversations outside of court began just as fast. Online speculation resurfaced almost immediately. Old photos were shared again, and past connections were discussed. Even though no court ruling directly tied Big Juke to the crime, public opinion formed quickly. In rap culture, rumors can spread faster than the facts, and even when investigations are still ongoing, stories can grow on their own and start to feel real to the public.
Is that y'all?
Yeah, that's us right there.
That's your cat buddy, is that right?
Yeah.
That's you who you're shooting at?
No.
Alright, now back it up again, Miss Iris, if you would. Did y'all see Marcus getting the second gun from his car?
Nah, but when we pulled out, and I knew it was shots back, I was finna shoot back, but there were too many cars coming, and I didn't just want to hit no anybody, so I didn't shoot back.
As y'all were leaving from down here, is that right?
Yeah,
You'd be in the car at this point,
yeah, we was in the car.
looking backwards?
Yeah, I was looking back, but we had, like, I was driving, like how he was driving, he was all the way on the other side, but, you know, so I didn't want to just shoot back.
So the shots, all the shots that you fired were the ones we saw right here with Dolph, is that right?
Yeah,
And Justin too?
yeah.
Alright, so y'all didn't shoot back at Marcus as y'all were
We shoot
going.
back, yeah.
Watch up here. is so quick. And we watch it and we call it violence. That's a man with a family and with a life who's laying at the edge there in the yellow, riddled with bullets, dead. We watch that and we call it violence. For Cornelius Smith and for Justin Johnson, it was just business.
You like to exploit young rappers, like Mr. Johnson. He brings no skill to the table, but you're going to hear testimony about how he intended. It was his sole mission to get a 30 to 60% piece of Mr. Johnson.
Great anticipation. I mean, this is the culmination of a lot of years' work, and there's been a lot of work done by our staff at the DA's office and also by law enforcement to bring the people responsible for this tragic killing to justice, and that's what we're going to do this week.
After Dolph's death, emotions in Memphis were high. Supporters of the paper route empire mourned publicly, and many people demanded answers. In that environment, accusations gained attention. Some social media posts claimed that money had been placed on Dolph's head, including one widely shared claim of a $40,000 bounty. Those allegations were never proven in court against Big Juke, but the belief that powerful people could have been involved continued to increase tension within the city. As the case moved through the courts, outcomes complicated the narrative even further. Hernandez Govan was later acquitted by a Memphis jury, while Justin Johnson, identified as one of the gunmen, was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. Throughout those proceedings, testimony referenced alleged bounty discussions, but no court ever indicted or convicted Big Juke in connection to Dolph's murder. Still, even without a formal charge, the public association lingered. For Big Juke, the situation became complex. He remained a central executive figure in CMG, a label that continued signing artists and expanding its commercial reach. On the surface, business moved forward as usual. New projects were released, partnerships were maintained, and the company's presence in the industry stayed strong. However, the atmosphere in Memphis had changed. When well-known artists are involved in public conflicts, the impact often extends beyond the individuals directly involved, affecting their families, business partners, and close associates. In cities where loyalty runs deep and reputations matter, public narratives can continue long after official statements are made. As investigators continued working through the Young Dolph case, conversations about rivalry did not fully disappear. The music industry kept moving, and careers continued to develop, but the discussions surrounding past tensions remained active. Memphis had experienced multiple incidents involving rap figures over the years, and in environments where pride and perception carry weight, speculation can persist even without legal conclusions. Although no court verdict directly tied Big Juke to Dolph's death, the association continued to appear in public discussion, keeping his name connected to the broader narrative. For years, Big Juke worked behind the scenes as an executive at CMG. He focused on the business side of the label and was not known for public diss records or direct responses to rivals. His role was structured around management and growth. As CMG expanded nationally, signing artists and securing distribution deals, the label became more visible, and with greater visibility came greater attention. After Young Dolph's death, conversations about rivalry did not fully stop. Even as arrests were made and the legal case moved forward, online discussions continued to connect past tensions to present events. No court ruling directly tied Big Juke to Dolph's murder, but his name remained part of public conversations. In Memphis, perception can linger even without formal proof. As time passed, the division between camps in the city remained noticeable. Supporters of Paper Route Empire continued to honor Dolph's legacy, while CMG continued operating as one of the dominant forces in Southern rap. Business moved forward, but the underlying tension did not completely fade. By the end of 2023, that tension still existed, and on January 13, 2024, events would shift the focus directly onto Big Juke himself. That afternoon, family and close friends gathered in Hickory Hill on Winchester Road for the memorial gathering of Eric Las Vegas E. Borovin. The event was held at Privé Restaurant and Event Center at 6385 Winchester Road. It was meant to be a space for food, conversation, and reflection after the funeral service. People were dressed in dark clothing, standing in small circles, embracing one another, sharing memories. Big Juke was there for nothing else but to spend time with his grieving family. But as the gathering began to wind down and people started walking out into the parking lot, the atmosphere still felt routine. Cars were pulling up, others were leaving, conversations were wrapping up. But in a matter of seconds, that normal afternoon collapsed into chaos. The shots rang out in the parking lot just outside the entrance. People scattered immediately, running for cover between vehicles and toward the building. In the middle of that confusion, Anthony Big Juke Mims was struck. Another man near him was also hit and went down in the same parking lot. What stood out in those moments was how quickly the shooters moved. A white Ford Explorer SUV with dark tinted windows and black rims was positioned nearby, and within seconds of the shots being fired, that vehicle sped away from the scene. Surveillance footage later captured the SUV fleeing the parking lot, and anyone who saw it could clearly make out the distinct dark tint and black rims as it disappeared down Winchester Road. Emergency responders arrived quickly. Footage from the scene later showed heavy police presence, flashing lights, and investigators securing the area. Crime scene tape surrounded the entrance to the venue. An ambulance transported him from the location to the St. Francis Hospital for treatment, but the injuries were severe. Anthony Big Juke Mims was pronounced dead. Police later confirmed that the shooting was targeted. They did not describe it as random violence. They did not characterize it as an attempted robbery. The language used was direct, targeted. That detail immediately fueled conversation. Because in Memphis, timing matters, location matters, context matters. And the fact that he was killed at his uncle's repass less than 24 hours after honoring a family member only intensified the shock.
According to the Memphis Police Department, the victim was inside a vehicle at the time and was brought here to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Now, I'm also learning there was a second person who was shot and was also taken to the hospital. It has not been confirmed who the second person is, but we do know it is a man, and he was airlifted to Regional 1 in critical condition. Now, the Memphis Police Department spoke with us today in a press conference. Let's listen.
Right now, we do have video that we're analyzing, but we don't have a clear suspect identified at this time. But we know that a weapon was used, a firearm was used in this incident. We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect.
Can you tell us whether one of the victims is Yogadi's brother?
I can't confirm anything yet.
Within minutes, social media was flooded with rumors of who could have done this. Videos circulated showing the police response. People began posting about what had happened. The same city that had debated his name in online discussions for years was now reacting to his death in real time. Law enforcement began collecting evidence, interviewing witnesses, and reviewing surveillance footage from the area. As of that day, no immediate arrests were announced at the scene. Investigators stated the case was active and ongoing.
Kevin, there is still quite a bit of information up in the air right now. We are at Perion's Restaurant and Event Center. It's just behind me over my shoulder. We've seen quite a few Memphis Police Department vehicles out here. Some other unmarked vehicles are also out here. There's about 20 to 30 police cars either on Winchester and on the street that you turn into to get to that event center. We are hearing that there was a shooting. I spoke with a woman nearby who was in the event center. She said she'd been there for at least an hour celebrating an event. She said that there were a couple hundred people inside, but that she did hear the shooting. She's been there all day, and then she did have to move out once that event took place, that incident. MPD quickly responded, and they've been on the scene for quite some time. We're still working to get as much information as we're able to.
Despite the intense public interest and widespread online speculation, law enforcement did not publicly name suspects in custody connected to the shooting. The context surrounding Big Juke's death added to the weight of the killing. His name had long been part of broader conversations about rivalry in Memphis rap culture, particularly in discussions connected to Young Dolph and the divide between CMG and Paper Route Empire. Although no court had ever convicted or indicted him in relation to Dolph's murder, the public association had lingered for years. As of today, there have been no arrests in the January 13, 2024 shooting that killed Anthony Big Juke Mims outside Prive Restaurant and Event Center on Winchester Road. Memphis police continue to describe the case as active and ongoing, and investigators are still seeking information about the white Ford Explorer with dark-tinted windows and black wheels that was seen speeding away immediately after the gunfire. No suspects have been publicly identified, and no charges have been filed in connection to his death. Authorities have stated the shooting was targeted, but they have not released details about a motive. Big Juke was never indicted or convicted in relation to Young Dolph's murder before his own death, while his name had circulated in public discussions tied to the broader rivalry in Memphis rap. No court ever formally established his involvement in that case. The investigation into his killing remains open, leaving unanswered questions about who carried out the attack and why. Artists, fans, and community members reacted online, posting tributes and messages of support to his family. Some focused on his role in building CMG. Others reflected on how another life connected to Memphis rap had been lost to violence. The reactions were mixed, emotional, and immediate, showing just how known his name had become over the years. But beyond the industry and public debate, the deepest impact was at home. Big Juke was a father to 3 children. While social media argued about rivalry and motive, his children were left grieving a parent. They did not lose an executive or a public figure, they lost their dad. That reality is quieter than headlines, but far more personal. No matter how people viewed his name in public discussions, his children now have to grow up without him. That is the part of the story that does not trend online, but carries the most weight. If you followed this case, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this case will eventually be solved? And what does this say about the ongoing cycle of violence in Memphis? And if you found this story intriguing, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.
So, man, hey, y'all, I'm finna start a GoFundMe, man, because I know a lot of you rap niggas fucked up out here, man. Can't do no shows. Ain't save no money. So guess what? I'm gonna come say today. I'm gonna come pay you niggas rent if y'all got somewhere to stay. I'll pay your car note. I'll pay your jewelry note so you won't get repoed. You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay that shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10% of what you make, nigga. I'm saving you in a crucial time, so don't think I'm trying to get over on you. Cause you don't want to get put out. That'll ruin your career.
This person the king of Memphis, none of that. You know what I mean? Like all my boys, we kings of Memphis. It's not called the king of Memphis. It's called king of Memphis. They want to get to me. No, they don't get to me. You know what I mean? Because can't nothing stop me, bro. Only thing that stop me is me. You feel me? So it's like, ain't nobody else got control of me. You know what I mean? We sitting on top of the industry. We really doing what everybody want to do and wish they could do.